So here's a list of some activities that can bring us true joy. The kind of joy that money can't buy. Carrying out your spiritual mission is one. Practicing mindfulness, I'm really big on that. Enjoying the little things in life that are often free. We hear that quite a bit. Loving nature and revering life. When we really take a close look, say, at a beautiful flower, and just be one with that flower, it can bring tremendous joy. Playing games with children, that's a lot of fun. Sharing your abundance with others without shorting yourself. Now that's the key. We all need to be responsible. Sometimes I'm accused of being generous to a fault. I like being generous, and I don't quite understand the fault part, but I think it is important. We do need to maintain our lives. So, another thing, laughing at silliness. Just having a great roaring laugh can bring us so much joy, and it costs absolutely nothing. Watching a beautiful sunset or a sunrise, being out in nature, of course, and building up good karma with sincere acts of kindness. These are all things we can do every day, any day, and they bring tremendous joy. So now let's take a look at 5 keys to building spiritual wealth. Number 1, start with Maslow's Hierarchy. Get your basic survival needs covered. If you're worried about putting food on the table, whether your home and neighborhood are safe or not, it's really difficult to focus on higher values. So if you're able-bodied and have a sound mind, you really can cover your basic needs. Some of us use the broken wing syndrome to get other people to do things for us or to take care of us. But really, if you're able-bodied, take care of yourself, take care of your families, do a good job of building that foundation. That's the first step. For some of us, that might take a lifetime, but it will contribute to spiritual wealth and well-being. So do it. I know I sounded preachy. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to try to convince anybody of anything. I just really think it's important. Next, create your intentional family. Sometimes we're born into families that are really whacked about money. Maybe greed is prevalent. Maybe wastefulness is prevalent. We don't have to stick by the rules of the family we were born into. We can identify the kind of characteristics that help us to learn from others, the kind of characteristics they have that might rub off on us if we hang around with them. We can create relationships with people who have similar ideas about joy and happiness in the world and in our lives. So we can create our own intentional families. Now, yes, we may want to spend holidays with our families of origin, but we can also spend holidays with our intentional families as well. So that's step number 2. It's actually creating a support system for higher values around money and wealth. Discover and activate your unique gifts, passions, and talents. Usually, when people are fulfilled by pursuing what matters most to them, they're generally happy. They feel wealthy, even though their bank accounts might not prove it. And they're satisfied. Their souls are fed. When someone's delighted with what they're producing, others want to exchange with them. They want to exchange money or other material goods for their services and their products. That is a true economy that we can count on. When we're all doing what we love and we're all being well fed from it, how good is that? Really good. Share your authentic self. Most of us have been socially conditioned, and some of us don't even know who we are inside. It might take a little work to actually become acquainted with your authentic self. The part of you that is grounded is also in touch with celestial energies at the same time. This authentic self of yours is, it's a balance between right brain and left brain. We've all heard about starving artists, and quite honestly, I'd like to erase that notion. Yes, right brain artists and writers and filmmakers, actors, musicians, they might struggle with left brain activities that are required to manage money and create budgets and balance checkbooks and all of that stuff. There may be some struggles with that. They might have to outsource it to people who love to do that. But there are many ways to market products, talents, and services in order to attract buyers and stimulate the flow of material wealth. Start by being your own living brochure. When you are in touch with your authentic self and your gifts, and you take the effort to bring those gifts forward, others need those gifts. And those with resources are certainly willing to buy them or exchange for them. So get in touch with the authentic self. Follow your passions. Develop your talents. Don't just try to be a bookkeeper because it pays the bills. Be the artist. And it could take some coaching or support, or you might have to change your ways or your ways of thinking, but bring forth who you really, really are. Next, and this is number 5, forgive everyone and everything. No matter how horrible the things are that happen to you, if you are still of sound mind and you have a healthy body, you are okay and you can forgive. As a matter of fact, it's really necessary in order to have spiritual wealth. Because if you're hanging on to past grievances and regrets, and you're being the victim in the world, you cannot develop that beautiful heart of yours. It's very hard to share your heart when you're carrying it on your sleeve. So come into yourself fully, accept others for who they are, what they did. Basically people are all trying to do the best they can with what they have. If they failed you, if they disappointed you, if they hurt you, forgive them. Forgiveness is the entryway into a spiritual realm that is full of joy, happiness, peace, and wealth. So I hope those were valuable to you. Thank you for being a part of this video. I'm going to close with a few more kind of preachy things, but take them or leave them. Do not be concerned if others judge you for having a different way of looking at or dealing with money and finances, or for living by your own concept of happiness and spiritual wealth. We're not here to satisfy the expectations of others, even though they might tell you that's what you're here for. We're not. We're here to make ourselves happy. That is the greatest spiritual path you can put yourself on. What makes you happy? And if you think it's the hamster wheel of one acquisition after another, think again. There may be a lot more to it. You have the wealthiest parent in the universe, our Creator. We didn't create the world, we didn't create money, we didn't create nature, but our source of life did. If you're willing to honestly ask the source of life to give you what you need to thrive as well as survive, and if you're willing to listen for the answers to your prayers and actually follow the advice that's given, you will receive everything you need. I believe that to be true. And so I'm passing it on, and I hope it's valuable to you. Thank you for watching this video. I'd love to hear your feedback and your comments. So if you'd like to join my blog on the website, the address is going to be at the end of the video in the resource section. And don't worry if you completely disagree with everything I said. I'm open to other ways of looking at things. I wouldn't be a seeker if I weren't, right? So if you did gain something from this video, please check the like button. And if you feel like sharing it, that's good too. Thank you.